playing a game called Uninvited. You're basically the same looking shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. She waiting on somebody, obviously. Her dog barking like crazy. Mama. Crystal. Yo. Yo. Maggie turns to find her 6-year-old daughter, Crystal, teetering behind her. Betsy, Betsy, Crystal's beloved rag doll, strays in her grip as she runs towards her mother. Are you still up? You should be in bed. Crystal's mouth showing off the gap from her missing tooth before running upstairs, but her mother close behind. As Maggie tucks Crystal in, she lovingly twists the crank to her favorite music box. It's part of their nightly ritual, playing the soft melody for Crystal before drifting off to sleep. This song is sad, Mama. Engraved on the music box is a forlorn-looking prince. And the prince is neither one happy with the other. The edges of the box are lined with silver, perhaps to show a bit of irony. It is, but somebody special gave it to me. Is that why you gave it to me? Crystal hugs Betsy as she curls the blanket around herself. That's right. Outside, the sky roars and lightning cracks, causing them both to jump. Will you read me a story? I'm too scared to sleep. After reading her daughter a story about a brave princess and a ferocious dragon, Maggie and the ferocious beast, Maggie's eyes drift over towards the clock. It's close to 10. She heads downstairs and picks up the phone, dialing her husband's work number. He doesn't answer. I should call his pager, but he said it was only for emergencies. I miss you. That's an emergency. Maggie paces across the living room, praying that her husband has been in an accident. She looks at the fireplace, the framed photo of friends and family gathered, resting on her mantle. Her patience is wearing thin. Where are you? She can hear the dogs barking. Getting louder, almost vicious. Then pounding, and a sudden pounding at the door stops her in her tracks. Her body freezes, unsure of what she heard is even real. Who would be outside at this hour, in this weather? The rain batters against the roof as she waits in halt anticipation, as on cue 3 more pounds rap fiercely against the door. Should Maggie ask who's there, pretend she's at home? Ask who's there. Maggie slowly steps forward. Who's there? Who's there? Who are you? Okay, wait, nah. Go away, I'll call the police. Where is he? No, slowly inching back towards the door, one foot in front of the other. She doesn't know if he's still out there, but Bayless is a small town. Everybody Why would someone do this? It's a well-known fact that the Caldwells built their cabin on the outskirts. They enjoy peace and quiet, but unless you knew where the Caldwell cabin was, you'd probably never find it by accident. Maggie allows herself to breathe a breath of relief as the pounding on the door suddenly stops. She turns to head upstairs and get Crystal when she hears sudden yelp echoing from outside. Dread sizzles down her spine, a knot of fear raising in her throat. Why does the dog stop barking? Another thunderous roar causes her to jump as she cautiously inches back towards the window. Pulling the curtain back, she's left in shock and horror as the man is staring right back at her. Maggie falls backwards with the gas, scrambling to stand before running up the stairs with her daughter. Mommy, what's going on? Shh, stay quiet. Mama needs you to listen. Mama wants to play a very special game, okay? A game? Yes, I want to play hide and seek. Hide in the closet, and no matter what you hear, don't come out, understand? Crystal nods, clutching her rag doll as Maggie ushers her into the closet. Stay quiet. Your dad is on. The only one that can find you, okay? Promise me. I love you. Maggie gives her daughter a final kiss before telling her to close her eyes. She shuts the closet and runs downstairs, desperation engulfing her every move. She can see the door frame bulge with each forceful kiss from her uninvited guest. Let me in. I called the police. They're on the way. She hears him laugh at her empty threat, as if he knows that was a lie. What was the cause? Was he the cause of her dead phone line? She runs to the kitchen, quickly grabs a butcher knife, and then she goes back to the door. She can't leave because the daughter's there. He kneels behind the... Okay. He takes a deep breath, hoping the door will hold, but he doesn't. Finally kicks the door open, steps inside, the bright lights shining off his wet raincoat. Where are you? Come out now. Man makes his way to the stairs. As he starts the first stairs, Maggie rushes towards him, knife above her head, ready to kill. The last second, the man turns, steps out of the way, shoving Maggie hard into the wall. She drops like a stone. You're an idiot. Probably. He picks up his fallen knife before dragging her head. She tries her best to get away, but he grabs her leg, jerking her towards him. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You know why. I really don't. He watches as his glove head pulls a long rope from his... Oh. Maggie bites against the cloth she shoves in her mouth, her wrist burning from the wrist as he drags her to Crystal's room. Her body bounces against the mattress as he forces her down, his eyes fixated on the closet where Crystal's hiding. Softly chuckles as he tightens his grip on the knife. Maggie screams through her cloth mouth. I'm going to take care of her, then you. Muffled scream fills the air as the man rips open the closet door. 25 years later. Oh, okay. They sound like burn pills are racist. And the meal recipes for the meal you can't afford is pointless, and how-tos are equally pointless. Crafts always leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. You fidget in your seat as the waiting room doors swing open for an emaciated blonde wearing a red tank top and cut-off shorts. Her arm is covered with random tattoos, spiders, Care Bears, and something else. Her neck is spotted with hickeys that feel eerie in place with her black eye. She signs in a random groan as she sits across from you. And here makes me think I'm overdressed. Study her tattoos. I remember looking like her next to marks of love and next to marks of anger. Marks of love next to marks of anger. Your ex-boyfriend Bryce used to turn so fast. He could be infection 1 minute, then slamming you into the wall the next. You learned to get good at applying cover to the bruises. To cover up the applying. You learned to get good at applying cover up to the bruises, but nothing could hide who Bryce was for not for long. Not from your family, not from yourself. Your tongue feels thick in your mouth and uneasy and queasy. In a queasy feeling starts to spread in your belly. You touch the wooden bead of the bracelet you always wear. I'm alive. Your fingers, definitely, I don't know, whatever. Move towards the next beat. The roof of my head. Door by the reception desk opens wide, and the receptionist calls your name. Your heels click against the gloomy or whatever as you disappear behind the door to your caseworker's office. The caseworker's chair squeaks with her weight as she opens your file, glancing at your name. Miss Redding? Geesh, I've been here half a dozen times, and she still doesn't recognize me. Oh, hold back. You press your toes against the inside of your shoes. Yes, that's me. Oh, let's see. You're here for a job interview. You're here because of a job interview. Sorry for the short notice, but you're one of the few clients that I have that's a college educated and still looking for a job. Without thinking, you touched a bead from your bracelet. College educated. I'm college educated. I hope you know how lucky you are to get this opportunity. You're going to flip when I tell you who it's for. I'm sure I'll die. Alex Carter. The name sounds familiar, but you shake your head. You don't know him? He's pretty famous man around town. His family owns the Caltech Corporation. He's a best-selling author. He was a guest on the Today Show. You seriously don't know about him? I'll pretend I know who he is. Say he sounds familiar. Say I never heard of him. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, whatever. That's the understatement of the year. I almost want to go after my position myself. What is the position anyway? If I was a few years younger, I would have gone after more than just the position. Don't just completely ignore me. What did you say the position was again? Does it have to do with knowing much about him? I really hope not. You don't have two pennies to rub together and they're down to your last slice of bread. Earlier this morning, you received the disconnect notice for the electricity in your studio apartment. Getting this job is vital to your survival. Well, it's a personal assistant. Well, it's a personal assistant position, so I would think so. But the family wants to do something charitable for the community, so they're willing to hire one of our clients. Your fingers tap on a wooden bead. I'm forgiving and understanding. So here is the address. You're to be there in 2 hours. Can you handle that? Yes, I can. You take information and stand. Thank you. I'll be there. There may not be another job opportunity for might not be any other job opportunities for a while. Clients certainly none like this, so do your best. Oh, and Calitech is known for its innovation. It would behoove you to wear something a little less ordinary. You swing by your house for a quick bite to eat. Maybe I should switch outfits for the interview. A perfect mix of professional and fun. You ain't gonna change that hair though? I'll let you sit in the lobby of Calitech Corporation executive floor. You cross your ankles and sit at the edge of the leather sofa. Instead of magazines, hardcover books advertising the company's products are available for waiting guests. Bottled waters and snacks are also offered to you, but you refuse them both. You have the abstract art pieces made from the circular tin pieces and green wire hanging on the wall. You remind yourself of Oscar. They remind you of Oscar Gouch for some reason. It makes you giggle. Tap. I know who Oscar the Grouch is. Miss Redding? Yes. Mr. Carter will see you now. You rub your clammy palms to get against the legs of your suit. This is the nicest one you own, but it feels like flea market clothing compared to what the secretary is wearing. You're all led to an office with double glass doors and your reflection, which gives you a little assurance. Your dark brown hair is partially up, and your dark brown eyes look tired. Your brown eyes look tired. At least your outfit is wrinkled. Go right in. You bob your head before pushing open the doors and taking a small step forward. Say, I'll step aside. Whatever. His chair is facing with you, but you can hear him on the phone. What did I hire you for? If you're going to call me every 5 minutes to tell me about patent problems, I'll have to my secretary line up your replacement. I don't care how, just get it done. Understand? You watch as the leather chair swivels around, revealing your potential boss. At first thought that comes to my mind is he isn't old. He's super cute. Was he an extra in Twilight? He looks like one of Edward's vampire friends in Twilight. I wonder if he has a secret life like they did. He loosens his tie before just you take a seat. You're the one from Pathways. He puts down his phone half-heartedly, pursuing a file in front of him, which you assume is your resume. Yes, sir, that's correct. It was my mother's idea to hire someone from there. I was against it, but she insisted. I'm very demanding and have a feeling from anyone from Pathways won't last long, so I agreed. The position is for a personal assistant, but this job won't necessarily have you in the office. Will that be a problem? Not at all. My problem is a pile of collection notices and empty refrigerator waiting for me at home. I see you have a degree in business with a minor in public relations. Impressive. Why haven't you had a real job yet? I haven't found a real job. A real job? Let's cut to the chase. I need an assistant. You need a job. I'm not going to ask you a bunch of BS questions trying to find out what your biggest accomplishment in life is. I just want to know if I can trust you or not, and if you're smart enough to know what 2 plus 2 is. So explain to me why you haven't held down a real job related to your degree. When you went to a state school, which you didn't necessarily have, when you went to a state school which wouldn't have necessarily held you back. You grip your wrist, feeling for the smooth beads pressing into your palm. I'm not weak anymore. I'm strong. I'll say I fell on hard times. My jobs were real. Pathway is designed to help victims of abuse. I'm sure you can deduce why I'm a client of theirs. I haven't had a real job because after I graduated college, I found myself in a precarious situation. I would go into details, but that would crash me on an interview and we just met. As to whether or not you could trust me, I'd rather show you I'd rather show you than tell you, but I don't steal or wouldn't need this job. But I don't steal or I wouldn't need this job. And if you're afraid I'll spill something sensitive information, just threaten me with a pink slip because I really do need this job. And by the way, 2 plus 2 is 4. Somewhere in the middle of your speech, you caught Alex Carter's attention. He leans back on his leather chair, his fingers steeped together as he mulls over what you just said. He taps his perfectly manicured nails against his desk before speaking. I like your attitude. Fine, I'll give you a shot. But your first assignment will be to travel to Bayless. Have you been there before? No, sir. I've never heard of it. I just bought a cabin out there. It hasn't been used in years, almost decades. I want you to personally clean it out, make it livable for me by the time I get there. Understood? You bite the inside of your mouth. He wants me to be a maid. Hey, you need a job, okay? Will this be a problem? Okay, you need a job. You got to refrigerate that house. Not at all. Of course not. I look forward to getting started. One, don't ask too many questions if you don't know how to do something. Figure out. 2, I don't like hearing excuses. If you can't follow these conditions, I'll be more than happy to fire you faster than you can beg to stay. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Is that all? Yes, go ask Felicia to take you to payroll. She'll be giving you details for the Bayless assignment. You stand up. Your legs are rubber, but you're eager to walk out of the door. I found a warning. This is the 50 Shades of Grey, so don't get any ideas about me falling in love with you, Abby. Is he joking? You're professional. I got diamonds. You nod, and then you head out the door. You walk up to the front desk and ask the secretary you met earlier, whom you assume is Felicia, to take you to payroll. As your heels sink to the plush of the carpet, you touch another bead of your bracelet. Your life is about to change.